It's an afternoon probably best suited for skating in Central Park, but we're across the river, and we are in for a cold one at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Detroit Lions and the New York Jets. Greg Zuerlein now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And we are underway from MetLife Stadium. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. They'll start on the ground with Swift. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. This defense for the Jets, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more?
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Jets are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here, because your offensive quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Throwing is Wilson. He finds Corey Davis. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Wilson on the hook up to Davis. First down, Jets. The Jets at 12-1 now to start play. And they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. Here's Wilson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Lions are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football, because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Goff. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
He gets this to Davante Adams. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Off play action. Here's Goff. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Goff, a handoff here to Swift. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. looks to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Now Goff on first down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off, and the Jets are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Hall again on 2nd down. And he'll get this past the 20 as he gets about 4. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
And that is caught. It's Davis. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well. We're scoreless after 1. Now Wilson on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Barton, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
2nd and 10 now. Wilson. Open man is Uzomah. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. This is caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. They'll run with Hall. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They are back over the 500 mark for the season. Got there with a win a week ago. Their 2nd straight victory.
Well, they've definitely gotten better as this season has gone along. And from what I can tell, they know their roles. Everyone understands how they fit offensively, defensively. And this team now has an identity, and they're playing to it and playing well.
Incomplete.
Well, after incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Goff. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Quinnen Williams in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. To try again after the sack. Goff flushed out right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. The Jets have Braxton Berrios back deep. And it's fielded at the 34. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wilson. This pass out wide to Hall. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. To throw is Wilson. He finds his man complete. It's Wilson. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. And some space here. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu. And the Lions force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. After the interception, here's Goff. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down. Play action. It's Goff. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a 2nd half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Goff throwing again. And it's complete to Adams. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Goff. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
To throw again on second down, Goff. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Jets are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the shotgun, Wilson. And check down, complete to Hall. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And intercepted. Wilson's third of the game. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've hit halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the home team, the Jets, leading this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. Returning from his end zone is Ty Johnson. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced. Either throw it or run it and try and win this ball game.
They go play action now. Wilson. He finds his man complete. It's Wilson. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down. They'll give to Hall. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. Tackle there by Michael Pierce.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Here's the Jets punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
On 1st and 10, Goff. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Sauce Gardner in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. Throwing on 2nd and long. Goff. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line. Give to Hall running right. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Hall again on 2nd down. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
No, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. That's to Davis. He's got it. Touchdown, New York. Corey Davis, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, and if finally we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. On 1st down, it's gone. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. On 2nd down, Swift. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Well, it's tough time to get them established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
And my goodness, another interception. Sauce Gardner picks it off, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Elijah Moore. 49 yards. And the Jets are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And it's now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is...
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Jets are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. After the interception, here's Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Davis. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. And he's brought down after a very nice game. 79 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on.
Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. C.J. Uzomah. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 28-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it. even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Desperation time for Goff on fourth. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while. But everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
Goff on first down. Nifty move. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Looking to throw again on second down. Goff. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The Lions on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Goff. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 32-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Goff. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a...
And now here's another interception. And the Jets are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Now Hall to start the drive. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The tackle credited to Deshaun Elliott, the safety. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. A big boot that time, 57 yards the official distance. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one.